race of the year is the Battle of Lake Erie. Bob, what race do you look forward to every year?
Well, I used to look forward to being, when I was a full time reporter, I looked forward to being on the Triple Crown Trail. Enjoyed the Derby, enjoyed the Preakness, and I really enjoyed in the Belmont. I would think the Preakness was always my favorite. And then on the harness side, I would love going to the Little Brown Jug. I used to go for 4 or 5 days, so that was always fun going down there.
Right. So looking at Belmont Park, there is no change at this point in the Belmont. They are going for a purse of $1.5 million, a field of 8. And how do you see this race going there, Bob?
Well, it's interesting. We're taping this a little bit earlier for those that are going to watch it on tape. And the morning line favorite was the one horse, We the People. But the current odds by 3:20 in the afternoon, We the People has gone from 2-1 to 6-1. And the betting favorite now is Mo Donegal at 5-2, followed by Rich Strike at 7-2. The Filling Nest is 4-1. We the People at 6. Barber Road on the outside is taking money at 7-1. Golden Glider's 12. Skippy Longstocking is 9. I think and Creative Minister is 7-1. So the money's getting spread around pretty good. 5-2 isn't what you call a heavy favorite.
Not at all.
I mean, anybody you bet the winner in this race, you're going to get a reward.
So how do you like it?
On paper, which they don't run the race on paper, but it looks like We the People is going to be alone on the lead. However, most horse players are black crepe paper hangers. So we say, wait a minute, this horse is 2-1 on the morning line. He's the lone speed. Why is he up to 6-1? I don't know why he's 6-1. I put him on top on the sheet that we pass out downstairs for free every Saturday and Sunday for horse players and contest players on Sunday. So I'm sticking with the one, We the People. I think he's going to get an easy lead. And then it's up to Flavian Pratt, the jockey, to rein him in and try to control the pace. Now, early in the day, speed was dominating the earlier races. But the last couple of races where there was duels on the front end, the closers kicked in and got the money. So I don't think there's a real overwhelming track bias right now.
You know, with this race being a mile and a half, it's always an odd setup for me, and you would think a lot of times that closers would really have an advantage, and that's not always the
No.
case. And a lot of times horses that typically close, they do get them up close early, because when they have, when they have to reach that extra quarter of a mile that they're not used to at all, sometimes the closers just don't have it. Now in this race, I went to the 6, Mo Donegal, a horse that really is just done very little wrong in his entire racing career, shows a host of firsts and a bunch of other on-the-board finishes. However, his last race was in the Kentucky Derby, had the one hole, which is always just the dreaded spot to me, got away 17th. And, came, and I know that Rich Strike had a huge effort coming home, but Mo Donegal was just as impressive to me coming home. Had a ton of road trouble that the horse was in and was really flying late and didn't start till way after Rich Strike moving. So I think that Mo Donegal, if he can get up closer to the pace today, will have enough coming home to get the job done. Who do you like in here?
Like I said, I put We the People on top. By the way, this is the first time since 1954 that the Derby winner passed the Preakness, and the Preakness winner did not run in the Belmont. And that 54 Belmont was won by a horse named High Gun, and his prep race for the Belmont that year was the Peter Pan, and that's the same prep race that We the People use. So I took that into consideration too, because the Peter Pan has been a good prep race for the Belmont Stakes. So I put the one, We the People, on top. I put your horse, Mo Donegal, second, the 6. And I don't know what to do with the Derby winner, because he took full advantage, take nothing away from him, he took full advantage of a torrid pace in the Derby. The opening quarter that day was the fastest opening quarter in the history of the race, and the half was sizzling also because Jackie's Warrior, who romped yesterday at Belmont, her half going shorter was much faster. I mean, it wasn't as fast. So the pace was very strong. Rich Strike, according to the experts, has worked quite well over the Belmont Strip, which he had never seen in his life, but he's been there for a couple of weeks, and apparently he's taken to what they call Big Sandy. So I'm going 1-6-4. You?
I went again with the 6, Mo Donegal, to come home a winner here. I went to the filly, Nest, to come in second. I think she will also be up close to the pace. And I went to Me the People third. I think the horse is good. I don't know if he's grade 1 good. I know the only other time that he really tried this top level, he came in pretty flat and was 7th, beaten by over 13 lengths. He has been stellar in his other performances, but he's going to have to show me that he is a grade 1 horse before I'm going to put him on top. Rich Strike, the big question in here, the $30,000 maiden claimer, is he a superstar or was he a one-trick pony? We're going to kind of find that out today, but I'm going to stick with the 6, Mo Donegal. And you're on the 1, We the People. That's how Bob Roberts and myself, Ayers Ratliff, see the Belmont Stakes. Good luck to you.
Go.
Well, good evening, everyone. It's Battle of Lake Erie night here at Northfield Park. Ayers Ratliff alongside Bob Roberts to tell you how we like the Battle of Lake Erie, how we think it's going to set up, and how we think that it's going to finish. A $200,000 race here over the Flying Turns called the War on the Shore here, the Battle of Lake Erie, a Grand Circuit event here at Northfield. Bob, how do you like the Battle of Lake Erie here this evening?
Well, I think it's a very competitive race, and a lot of the strong horses are parked outside, or at least the 8 horses parked outside, and that's where I went. I'm going with Jimmy Freight. The trainer, Corey Kreiser, he has been on fire, and I think this horse has got what it takes to win. He's coming in from Canada, and I put him on top, and I was torn between him and the 9, Catch the Fire, so I ended up putting the 9 horse second. He's going to be right there too. He's solid. He's just a solid performer. And for third, I went for the 4 horse Ocean Rock. This is the outstanding Ohio sire colt, right?
Yeah. So him and Section Line Big Rye, both Ohio sired horses, and both threw very well in here, and both figure strongly. I personally, I put Ocean Rock on top, a Breeders' Crown winner last year, 148-3, shocked him out east. I think he's going to take it here. I think Ocean Rock lands on top. This horse has just tremendous gate speed, and I think he can outleave the 3 horses to his inside. I think at the quarter pole along the rail, it's going to be setting a 4-2-1-9. Now, I don't know what tattoo artist, or this is the plan, or Leonidas or Jimmy Freight's going to do, because, going back and sitting 8th and 9th doesn't really get you anywhere on a half-mile track, but then being parked doesn't get you a lot either. So, I don't know if you're what your strategy is for a Jimmy Freight. Absolute best of luck to, local connections, trainer driver Corey Kreiser and Billy Davis Jr., who you see in our program every single night. But, from the 8 hole, I don't know if you just leave a little bit and try to catch some second over cover and just kind of stay out there, because I don't see any way the 5, 6, 7, or 8 get a good trip.
He looks like he might be able to. He looks like he's versatile enough to make the top or to come calling later. So, I mean, hopefully the versatility will help him. I think there's 5 horses in here that are millionaires, and if there's an upset, we may crown another millionaire tonight.
Right. The Battle of Lake Erie every year is probably my favorite race, especially here locally. And, every year there's 1, 2, 3 headliners in the race. And honestly, this year there are 9 headliners in this field, and just the deepest, most talented field that we've ever assembled here at Northfield Park that I've ever seen. Dave Bianconi, our director of racing, just has done a phenomenal job putting this race together. I'm going to go to the 4 on top, Ocean Rock. Again, I think he makes the lead. I think that he is going to be on top at every single call. I think he's going to have horses parked to his outside. He's going to have to fight all the way to the wire. But I do see Ocean Rock going and leading this race from start to finish. Nicholas Beach, who has the 2-hole, I think can outleave the 1. We will see, if that's going to work out or not. But Nicholas Beach, I think, will set the pocket and will follow the 4 all the way home and catch the fire. 2 years in a row has drawn the second tier, was in all kinds of road trouble last year, and I think he's going to find himself there again because, again, I think between the 5, 6, 7, or 8, there will be at least 2 horses parked on the outside. I may be totally wrong, and, they make it to the half in 56, but I think they're going to get there in 53 or so, and, just a torrid clip, and I think Catch the Fire will get out late and be able to make the ticket. I went 4-2-9 with Ocean Rock on top.
And I think looking at your horse more closely, he has to be on top because if you look at his lines, if he doesn't make the lead, he's not in the winner's circle.
Right.
So, you're going 4?
4-2-9.
And I'm going 8-9-4.
So Bob Roberts at 8-9-4. I'm at 4-2-9. Good luck with your picks in this year's Battle of Lake Erie.